minutes ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now, Barney! Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
On second down, Jackson. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A great blocking nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch him now, Barney.
On second down, here's Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, Lee. And it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And from down in Miami, an update. And that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Lee now on 2nd down. Sharks got it left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Here's a give to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here, Lee. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tim Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Jackson on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Man open, that's Jaleel Scott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Townsend. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gun, 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 gun.
Jackson from the shotgun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's Lee on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Lee now looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught at the 10. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Lee. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled, and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green!
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is taken around the 12. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Leopard! Leopard!
Lee looking to throw on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Here's Lee to throw again. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Lee to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lee going to throw again. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Off the play fake, here's Lee. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Lee out of the gun. Looking long for Westbrook. It got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now Leonard Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Fournette. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
From the shotgun, here's Lee. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This is taken at the 18. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Now Fournette. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gone!
Now Lee to throw on 2nd down. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
All right, here we go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
To throw is Lee. Throwing again. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Operating from the gun, Lee. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run with Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it again with Fournette. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Leopard!
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Lee looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Lambo will put this one through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
The pitch to Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lee now operating from the gun toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fournette fighting through and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On third down, Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed him out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw on second down. Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Ravens on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson down. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they will take a knee here. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Jags, the win is their 8th on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.